Hello, I'm Howard, pastor of the Roseville New Church, and welcome to Spiritual Shorts. Today we're diving into how ancient wisdom speaks to our modern struggles, especially in our divided and polarized world. Looking around at today's modern, Western and media-centric society, we face intense political polarization, grievance politics, and culture wars. This environment fuels anger, blame, and confrontation, creating deep divides. People are quick to label others as completely wrong or even evil, fostering an us versus them mentality. Further exacerbating these challenges, many feel isolated and powerless due to rapid technological changes, economic uncertainties, and the fragmentation of traditional social structures. This disconnection can lead many to revert to a very adolescent mindset, where people seek control through confrontation and blame. It might seem unlikely that lessons from ancient nomadic tribesmen could apply to our high-tech world, but as noted in the book of Ecclesiastes, there truly is nothing new under the sun. The story of Abram and Sarai, later known as Abraham and Sarah, offers such timeless insights. Sarai was barren for many years, and despite Abram's great faith, they were unable to have a child. Desiring an heir, Sarai suggested Abram conceive a child with Hagar, her Egyptian handmaid. Hagar did bore a son, Ishmael, but this was not the end of God's plan. God later enabled Sarai to conceive Isaac, the true heir through whom God's covenant would continue. Despite Ishmael's birth, God's promise was fulfilled through Isaac. Both sons had their place in God's plan. Descendants of Ishmael are thought to be Arabs, while descendants of Isaac, Jews and Christians. In the biblical account, it is said to Hagar of Ishmael, "This son of yours will be a wild man, as untamed as a wild donkey. He will raise his fist against everyone, and everyone will be against him." Swedenborg explains that from a New Church perspective, this description is representative of the functioning of rational truth without the balance of goodness. This mirrors today's world, doesn't it? Where some people governed by harsh, unyielding rationality lack compassion and understanding. They become rigid, quick to criticize and confrontational, much like Ishmael, who will raise his fist against everyone, and everyone will be against him. This phase of intense, unyielding rationality is actually a normal part of development, especially among those progressing through adolescence or early adulthood. It's not a sign of inherent wickedness, but a step in spiritual growth. Over time, these intense convictions mellow and transform into deeper and more balanced beliefs. The fierce demands and strong emotions of this rational state can have some positive effects, challenging outdated traditions and pushing for necessary reevaluations. Each adolescent or young adult, even each generation, must forge its own path, questioning and affirming principles to make them their own. The Ishmael rational, despite its combativeness, plays a crucial role in personal development. It helps individuals become spiritually mature, capable of independent thinking. But like any early stage of development, spiritual or physical, we are designed to grow through it, to be transformed by it. This transformation involves self-reflection, humility, and the integration of goodness with truth, eventually yielding to a true rational and even to wisdom. Understanding the Ishmael rational stage helps us approach current conflicts with greater patience and with wisdom, recognizing that this pattern is not limited to adolescents or young adults, can help each of us temper our own actions when our thinking is lacking compassion and understanding. Each one of us who recognizes this in ourselves leads to a more balanced and compassionate society. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Spiritual Shorts, and may God bless you and keep you.